Maryland just made a bold move in juvenile justice reform, and if you care about public safety or smart policy, this is a big deal. Let's break down what's actually changing. For years, Maryland's Department of Juvenile Services, DJS for short, has faced criticism about how it handles young offenders, especially those on electronic monitoring. Imagine this. A teenager already caught for a serious crime is out on home detention with an ankle monitor. But then, they're arrested again, sometimes for even more violent crimes. Critics called it catch and release. But as of July 3, 2025, that stops. Now, if a youth on electronic monitoring is arrested for a new offense, they don't just go home. They're detained until their next court appearance. This isn't just a technicality, it's a fundamental shift. The goal? Rebuilding trust and making communities feel safer. Here's what's different. A detention officer, or a DJS liaison, now has to actually show up in court for the detention hearing. They give real-time updates on how the youth was doing in the monitoring program. And these hearings happen fast, typically the very next business day. This change didn't happen in a vacuum. There were real-life wake-up calls, stories of 14-year-olds still on home detention, getting caught for carjackings or armed robberies. The public wanted action, and lawmakers listened. Maryland's new interim juvenile services secretary, Betsy Fox Tolentino, is leading this charge. She's promising more collaboration with law enforcement, more accountability, and better data. And about that data, this is huge. Until now, DJS had no real way to track if these programs were working. Audits from earlier this year found their systems were outdated, lacking even basic tools to measure recidivism or success. The fix? A new modern data system that tracks youth in real time and helps staff intervene early. Even the staff supervising these young people are getting better training. So the system isn't just about locking kids up. It's about support, oversight, and making sure the right kids get the right help. This new policy has gotten a thumbs up from Baltimore's top law enforcement officials and even some longtime critics in the community. Sure, advocates are still watching closely. They want to see if this really works, and they're pushing for data transparency. But for now, there's optimism that Maryland is moving in the right direction. So, for policymakers, the takeaway is clear. Maryland is taking real steps to close gaps in juvenile justice, focusing on both safety and accountability. It's a model to watch, and maybe even follow. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe for more updates on justice reform and policy change. Thanks for tuning in.